Hi and welcome back to Decisive Campaigns Ardennes Offensive. This is me playing the last turn of the whole campaign. This is where it concludes. I'm playing as Axis. I played as Axis and I played through the whole campaign, and this will be the last turn, 64th turn or round. We're on 1st of January 1945 at midnight. So I'm going to take a look at the German turn and finally the Allied turn. That's going to be it. As a brief overview of the whole situation, we have done tremendously well. We have moved all of the units over here, fought our way through here. We took the objectives of Röttgen, Open, Verviers, even Liège, Clermont, Amay, Huy, even Ardennes and Namur. And we have taken Givet, we took in Dinant. So all of those objectives we were able to reach. The 7th divisional objectives of having some kind of barrier over here was overachieved. Quite fast we took Marche, and then we just moved on westward, and we've been able to take even Arlon, Florenville, Sedan, Charleville, and even Montherm over here. So we have all of this one on the French border really here. And we've been taking Rhein as well, Givet. So all the major ones are ours really. So and that gives us 400 points really, which is amazing on the VPs on the map. And I don't know if that is all one can get or how that works. At least we had that before, so we'll take a look at that. And we do have some remnants over here, and it's nighttime, so it's going to be really difficult to fight during the night term. We do have, like, for example, units in here, and you know, it's impossible to do anything really. We're going to start with the German movement phase, but we'll start all the way in La Roche first. We'll deploy over here. We do have an enemy unit somewhere around here, I believe. We're just going to make sure that we don't have anyone coming through, I think. Or do we want to do it in a different way? Let's have a look here. So let's move all the way up in the northern sector here, and let's go up one level here. So we have nothing up here. Here is the River Meuse, basically. This is Namur over here. Moving down here, we do have a couple of units over here. We'll see if we can do some damage here, but most likely it's too late to actually do that. There's someone in there as well, so you can't really drive up here and go for like a envelopment or anything like that. So it is what it is. We do have 24 here. It's going to be really difficult to do anything really. Besides that, we did have someone in Ivoire, so we're going to try and see. They actually retook that one. It's not worth any points, so but still, we're going to try and retake that one. Let's see here. We don't have a whole lot there, so maybe we should really go for. We could go for a Kampfgruppe over here, perhaps. I don't know. We do have reinforcements here as well, so yeah, maybe it's enough. I'm not sure. We can decide that later on. We could move things in here, try and attack here, but I don't know how strong they are actually. We have this one over here. We are holding that one. Maybe we can attack that guy. I don't know. Yeah, so all in all, it's not that easy. We still have this one, for example, to try and attack. So plain snow 30, it's difficult. And we managed to fix that one. I think we have someone in here, but I don't know, and I don't really care. I guess we have someone in there. I'm not sure. We'll just drive up here and see. Well, let's move in. I don't know. Let's move this guy up here just to hold this one here. And I'm happy with that. I'm not going to do anything else. In here, we are going to see what we can do here. If we can attack this guy, we could attack like this perhaps, and then get a better feel for these guys here. Let's use something over here and see if we can probe, so that we can get a nicer view. They're actually quite weak there. So that's nice. Now we have 51. Maybe we can bring this one as well. Oh, look at that. That's now they're gonna go. Could even attack with this one, aren't they? 45. I mean, I don't want to push them in, actually. Let's not. Let's simply just go with a weak one. There you go, 2-1 probe. I don't want to scare them away or anything like that, so I just want to get better visuals here, or recon. So let's move this one in there, this one in there, and this one is fine. Actually didn't have to move both. That does not help. How about that? Nope, one at a time. That's a nice hit. So I think we got this guy here. He's gonna go. Yeah. Let's try and fix that one last, if possible. Yeah, good. Excellent. So that's nice. It's been a thorn in my side for some time. I don't know. So we have that one up there. I don't know. Let's go here. Okay. Fun time. Maybe we have something there. I don't know if I care really about that. Probably someone slipped through here. Let's see if we can kill this guy off as well here. We do have 29, 43, 48, 59, 59. Let's wait with them. And all out attack. Yeah, almost. So let's pursue. Go in there. See what we can do here. And attack there. 143, 250. Let's go for this one. All out attack. Nice. Very nice. Great. That's good. Alright, besides that, we have some units down here. And maybe some units here as well. I don't remember. I don't think so. Maybe we just killed them off then, I guess. Yeah, seems like it. That's good. And I guess move down here with this one. Maybe we killed them off. No, we did not. There is one. Let's see, do we have tanks? We do. Indeed we do. So this one can attack here. Let's see here. Much 55. Let's go. Just gonna go in here. Oh, that one can't reach. Okay. So we do have some kind of attack coming up here. 19. Looks quite good. Is that a tank right there? Pioneers. Panzergrenadiers. Okay. I don't know. 19, 19, 20, 25, 26, 28, 28. All out attack. Nope. That's pretty much all we had. Else that really can, well, I mean, this could reach, but really no, I'm done there. I'm happy with that. It's fine, and that's it. What else? I'm not going to fire anything around here. We had the Uvoir, of course, so let's try and get in there, I guess. Can't reach, that's unfortunate. But this guy can, right? Okay, there you go. Okay, so we do have someone there, that's good. So I guess let's probe. See if we can actually do this. Or maybe just simply attack, I believe. Or maybe probe actually and then use artillery. Or maybe more than that. I don't know. Yeah, let's go attack. Okay, still no visuals though. attack here. Come on. At least we kicked him out from there. And we can take Ivoire, and that's my main purpose really. And I don't see anyone there. But that's fine. I mean, we could fire this one, sure. Who cares? If you're lucky, then you can get something, but nope, I don't care about that. That's fine. Right, yeah. I mean, whatever. What else? Do we have anything in here? I believe we might have. I think, did we kill this guy off here? I think we might have done that. Did we? Yeah, there's nothing here. Good. Ah, here is one. So let's move. Oh yeah, there's someone in there. Let's do that. See if we can. Not with that guy though, but with this guy perhaps. Oh. Okay, it's a staff. How strong is he? Back, I guess. Yeah, it is a sizable one. Simply just go and attack this guy. I don't care really. Like that. Attack. That's it. We got to see that one. That's kind of nice. Airborne core. That's nice. And see if we can attack here with some. Not sure we have. Like this guy. Do we have cards here? No, I think we used them all here. Well, let's go. We do have something here. 5 to 1, 6 to 1, 7 to 1 is a good start. How about that? 8 to 1. That's not good. That one, forgot that one. 7 to 1. Okay, 7 to 1 is good. Comfortable. Small ones then, no. How about that? All out. Let's go all out. I don't care. Ooh, that was successful actually. It's moving everything in here. Before we do that, let's see here. There you go. We have 14 here. Almost one more. What do I bring? Tigers probably, right? No, can't do that. Okay. Is that because it's... I don't know. Let's go there. So that's all there is remaining here. That's pretty cool. Now we can actually attack here. Let's go for this one. Oh, he can only fire, can he? Yep, let's go here. Whatever we have here. Don't care. 2 to 1. 3 to 1. 3 to 1, 3 to 1, and 3 to 1. Let's go for this attack. All out. Just for fun. That's it. That's all we've got. We have nothing else to do. Really can't go up there anyway, so this guy can attack. Yeah, there's nothing in here. I mean, there's ranged attack, I guess. Let's just keep on going like this, right? Why not? Even though it's forests, just pile in here. Like that and attack. It's not gonna do much, I think. Did some. So there's some down at the very last trucks. and carriers, rear areas of staff. So yeah, severely beaten for sure. Do we have anyone else that can fire in here? Don't think that. I mean, yeah, there are a couple of tanks, but you get the minus 39 there. That's really, really bad here. So yeah, there's nothing here to speak of really. 7. We have this one, we have that one. Yeah, why not? That's it. I'm gonna leave this one here. There's nothing here. I mean, look at that. That's what they have here. One more round and they would probably be destroyed there, which is kind of cool. Do we have anything up here? We don't. And that's really it. Let's see here. Do we have... We might have something here, but it's across the river. So I think I'm just gonna set down a card over here just to protect. No one just shows up there, and I'm happy with that. I want to keep all these victory points if possible. And guys, that is really it. Here we have this one that I've been hunting, but I couldn't finish him off. Right? There's nothing here to go for. There are no ranged attack. Well, there is one over there, but whatever. That's it. Yeah, one thing we actually had left here was around here in Berlin. So let's go up here. There's one somewhere around here, so let's go up a little bit further here. We should be able to see him. There you go. Exactly. So let's see here then. Can't really attack him, can we? That one can. You can see him, but let's go up here and just protect this guy. There you go. There you go. We have Verfus also. Could perhaps help. 37, that's not great. But, I mean, let's go here. In the night, 1 kilometer away from him. See 45. Can we go for some cards here that we can see? Let's see here if we can go with this one, for example. Recon here. Sure, why not? And let's say we see 45 now. That's terrible, but let's see here. We have this one. Recon. Bang. What do we see here then? 48. Okay, I'm gonna give up soon. Let's see here. There's nothing else I can use, right? It's the 26s actually. Let's use this guy here as well. Maybe could have actually used the one up there. Oh well. And now we have 57 at least. So this one here. Let's go 1, 2. This one over there, and this guy. And let's fire. See what we can do. Maybe some damage here. That's quite alright. And then let's go. That's decent. I don't think we'll be able to make significant impact here, but look at that, actually 32. Let's go all out here. Oh, that's quite successful. Did not think that would happen. Very, very, very nice. So that's kind of a very nice ending to this whole game, I think. To the whole campaign, succeeding in that. That's nice. And with that, I think it is time to turn over to the others I mean, we could play the last couple of cards here. We have 135 points. Cancelled over here, rear area. Let's go replacements. Why not? Just fill them up. Got some replacements. These ones are not going to be in effect until next turn. But I think we might actually see them in the graphs. So that's never bad. And that's it, 2 Panthers and 1 Tiger 2. We do have 17 points, and that's it. There's nothing, I mean, we can deploy things. Yeah, I'm not going to do that, that's silly. I'm not going to try and optimize anything there. That's fine. Alright guys, I think that's it. Let's turn it over to the poor British and Americans. Let's take a look. So this is like half a year before the Axis give up. Maybe not with this victory here. Let's have a look. Oh, they actually fight me there. That's interesting. I will probably give them some damage at least. And that was it, pretty much. Well, let's have a look. Decisive campaigns, huh? Ardennes. Or Ardennes Offensive, I think it's called officially. So, and now, I think now we'll have the very, very end of everything. And we'll take a look at that. And as I said in the last episode, I think there will be like maybe applause and so on. So we'll see. I think I've seen that in the smaller games or scenarios. We'll see. So this has been a major victory for the Germans. Really just cleaning up stuff at the very end here. Hunting whatever could be found, really. Not realistic, really, but or perhaps it could have been, but probably driven more towards Brussels and Antwerp, really. Here we go. There you go. Very, very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here we go with the applause. So very, very nice. And we're going to just take a look at, we're not going to go into round 65 or anything, but we're going to take a look at, here you go. So victory report, game ended in a major Axis victory. That's nice to see. At the end of the game, Axis had 528 VPs. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Wow. That's pretty cool. Axis losses. This is a bit silly here, but let's take a look at this whole thing here. Less than 10,000 units, at least for one unit here. I'm just going to look at the kill ratio. It's above 5 at least, which is very nice. And I did not, as I said, I did not optimize at the end here, just wanted to kill off. But look at that, 190 and then 496. So this gives me a kill ratio of 5.4 to 1. Very happy with that, 5.4 to 1. Excellent. So let's take a look at the cards and the stats. Cards, there's nothing I'm going to take do anything about, of course, because we're not going to start a new turn, but we want to take a look at the stats. So this is the final tally of everything. This is the final score. And would you look at that? They only have 6,000 troops, or total troops 6,000 left. 6,197. And I ended up with something around 174-ish, kind of. This one is at 1 before, so I don't know. But something like that, slightly under 175. Casualty sustained is pretty much the same thing as casualty inflicted, so this is what we inflicted, almost 250,000. So that's pretty brutal. So they started with 116. They've never had more than 123 on the table. So what if they started with 116? They ended up with 0 basically, or 6 here. That means that I've taken down 110 over here. But since they 110,000. But since I have inflicted casualties of 250, that means they've had reinforcements of 149,000 units, and I've killed off them together with the initial units they had. So 116 initial units and 149-ish, 150,000 reinforcements. Pretty much all of those I took down except for 6,000 units. That's pretty dope. Pretty cool. Regime statistic wise, I don't know if it's important at all to take a look at. That's what the supply looks like. We did have some supply at the end. That's pretty cool. We did not have any fuel at the end. On the 27th of December, we ran out of fuel, but we managed to move around anyway with the few tanks we had left, and did damage every turn basically. So it's not like they all stopped, so that was fine, I think. But thanks to having such a, well, first of all, using a march mode a lot, saves definitely, and then also not just saves, it does save movement really, and of course fuel, and then yeah, it's just worked simply. And yeah, unit fuel, it's actually gone down up a little bit at the end here. Unit supply has been steady all through the game pretty much. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we need to take a look at. We could take a look at their movement perhaps. They had just one movement, and that was hitting this guy over here, which meant that they lost one staff member that did attack, and that's it, and I lost nothing. That's a nice attack right there. Before giving up. Never giving up, maybe. And that's it. So that's what they had left in that corner. Let's take a higher view over here. So all up here in the northwestern corner of this campaign map, basically close to Brussels and Antwerp, a little bit further on, we had basically this unit, this congregation of HQs basically. Besides that, I mean, we did have someone outside. We had this one outside of Ivoire. It looks like a tank, but they don't have any tanks, of course, because they are out of supply. This one seems to have been going up here, but I think that is due to this one. I don't think there is anyone else in here. I don't think so. Once you kill this one off, this will disappear, I'm pretty sure. That's usually what it is. Could be someone in here as well, but I doubt it. It could be, but I don't think so. Anyway, down here, we got something that we did not manage to kill. One could continue, but it's pointless, I think. And down here, Kelly. Did we forget to attack that guy? Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, I think so. And that's pretty much it. So we have something in there, most likely. In between, we have something in there, most likely. So there are a couple of units around. and quite close to La Roche. There should be someone in here. I don't know where he's at. Unless we actually killed him, I don't think so. So he should be somewhere around here. Well, with that said, that's the end of this campaign, and that's the end of it. And I don't know. Let's make some concluding remarks maybe in this video right away, actually. So, if I go back, trying to remember what actually happened here, some highlights that I have seen basically and thought of is that, I mean, I love the beginning of this whole campaign, and I had played a couple of small scenarios in the beginning there, but not all of them or anything like that. So it was pretty cool to actually try and defend this one here, and I really felt like there was really big difficulties in defending in this one here. I really tried hard, and they had so many tank units and cavalry units over here, and it was really a mess, really difficult to hold on to this one. And really was it not the 212s but 272s? No, I'm not sure, but they were really like falling apart. The Volksgrenadiers over here, the gray ones that I had over here, and even here up here, I think it was 87th. Let's have a look at the OB here, really, or the heroes group here. It was the 89th and the 272s. So the 272s and the 89th trying to defend up here together, they just fell apart basically here. And luckily I was able to get hold of the Führer Begleit Brigade, and I chose to deploy them over here and just run them over here, and that totally turned the tide. Just that little brigade basically turned the tide, and I was able to attack here. I did some really good job here, and my artillery was really stellar, really. But that, together with another thing, of course, is that I did have a good time. It did work quite well with the 277s and the 12 Volksgrenadiers very early on when I took basically, let's have a look here. Rocherath and Krinkelt and so on, and also when we had this position over here, and we're able to clean that up eventually, and also turn our units up here, and really ran with our units really fast here, as much as we could here with the 12 SS also. And yeah, we did some really good job, and then finally cleaned this one up. But it was a struggle, really. They had so many units here, and it was tough. I had the 12 SS going up here on Holban A here, but man, that was really difficult. That took some time, but finally I cleaned this one up here. We went on our way here, we took Monschau, and then we went up here and attacked up here, and finally we took Wacht, and then it was just moving really quite easily to the west basically. Taking Elsenborn was quite, I wouldn't say easy, but fairly okay, and then just running as fast as I could over to Malmedy using Greifs, trying to take Stavelot. I think mistake, I put him a Greif unit in here. I wasn't able to take it because they had the other units there, so he was destroyed. I tried the same thing in Malmedy, and that I think was successful, so I was able to take that quite fast. So I took that, and then I moved over here, and I also went up towards Spa over here. So I was in Spa here, but then it was really difficult. So Holban C here, moving up here towards Clermont. I met like really a lot of reinforcements coming in on both sides, really, and I struggled so much over here. Luckily, I had the 2 SS deployed really early on, so they could come up here, but then I had lost Malmedy, I remember, which was a major problem. So I had to take it back, and then they had this tank unit that was sitting somewhere around here, and I couldn't get rid of him because I didn't have the tanks here, because all the tanks was pretty much by Kampfgruppe Piper all around here. And this was not easy either, because once you had the reinforcements such as I think 82nd Airborne coming in here as well, that was really, really tough, especially once they came through here. And the only thing I had sitting in here basically was a Tiger tank, which they hit, and I was pretty much lost. I just hoping that they wouldn't hit it more, which they did not. So, or maybe he was actually sitting there eventually. So, but they went in here and they were almost breaking through here, and I had a couple of units here. It was really, really difficult, really here. And I had taken this one. That was fine. It took some time. It was really difficult because they had also moved units down here and was sitting on this ridge up here. So I just held this one here, and they had reinforcements coming in through. This was a big, big, big mess. Luckily, besides 2nd SS, I also deployed 9 SS. So finally they came through once they basically fought down this enemy units over here. And this was a mistake I made, because you really have to be careful of not letting units come through every kind of corner, every kind of road coming up here. So I had left this one unchallenged basically. So they came through here and then just sat there basically, and I couldn't get rid of them for like 3, 4, 5 turns or something. That was really, really a big mess, because this was my lifeline to these guys basically. So I had they had no supply basically. It was cut. So it was a really difficult situation here. But I mean, I loved this. It was really a big challenge to try and survive. It was just, you know, I threw out some kind of unit, not a Kampfgruppe, but I think it was like an Air Force unit. So that was one of my what was it called, airborne units basically, coming in here and helping out and so. But still, yeah, it was a big mess. Once I got the 2nd SS up here, it did help a lot, of course, but it turned the tide just barely basically, and then finally able to go up north, and also into this one here, having 12 SS going up here, 2nd SS mostly going in this direction, but also just splitting up here and having tanks and just doing things. And eventually I was able with the 9 SS to move basically through Trapon over here, and then through here towards Verbommont over here, taking that. And then they just moved backwards here, set up a defensive perimeter over here. It was really difficult in here as well with the 9 SS. They were almost like, well, they were out of supply. I had some problems here as well, because they came in through this road as well into Verbommont, but I did have very, very nice anti-tank units over here, but then had to go back and forth. And also in this one they came through here as well, trying to hit me here, but they weren't successful. So it was difficult while moving up with the Kampfgruppe Piper over here, using basically these small dirt roads up here. It was also extremely difficult. Well, actually maybe not there, but maybe up there a little bit and so on. It was difficult, just really difficult. So yeah, it was a mess, really big mess. But eventually I was able to break through to Ophé and moving up here. And also thanks to having all the units up in the north moving, taking together also with the 12 SS going on Rollbahn A and B, really doing their job really there, and taking that before these guys actually showed up here. They took Röttgen, of course, but then and threatened to take this one, and but really I was able to take it early thanks to Rollbahn A and Rollbahn B here, which was great, fantastic really. But that was tough also. Rollbahn A was really tough to go up. Like, let's have a look here. Here we go, through Sorbot over here, and then up in the northern sector here. It was tough, definitely. Then we have St. Vith, and that I think was quite a challenge. It was nice. I mean, step by step we pushed them away basically. So taking Schönberg is really a vital thing to do. Steinburg as well. So I was able to take that fairly quickly. And just threatening to go on every line over here really helped. And they had too many fronts basically to take care of. And also up here through Berg-Roland also. One problem I had down here is I did not know how it worked with moving out of Dasburg, for example, or Gemünd here. So Panzerlehr and 2nd Panzer. How did it work? So I had engineers over here getting ready to open this one up, but that didn't work because they had 0 movement points because they weren't activated. So the only way to do this was using cards to open bridges, or at least one of them. But I forgot that I didn't know that that's what you were supposed to do here. So it was a mistake. So I lost like basically 1 turn with one of these ones, and that's very crucial in this game, really, in this campaign, really. So, but I was able to break through here, and it was really a tough road trying to get there. I just pushed all the way to Bastogne, and hoping that I had time so that Bastogne would not be reinforced with airborne units. Once I got there, it was reinforced, and it was reinforced with so many units I have never seen. I mean, before that, there were so many units, and I was thinking, there's no way I'm going to take that. That was my feeling. Even if I had Lear coming through Wilds here together with other Volksgrenadiers and Fallschirmjägers and so on, it was really difficult to do that, I felt. We also had 82nd coming down through here, through Houffalize and Neuville, really also going in and reinforcing. But at the same time, I had 116th Panzer Division coming through here. So they actually turned around, as you probably might remember if you have seen this series before, and they went back here, which was like, oh my god, thank you. So I could use the 2nd Panzer to go through and take a foothold in Bastogne, which they left for me. So I just really went up there. First time I went up there, I got kicked out there basically. It was too dangerous. So I set I set up a defensive position in these 3 hexes over here to wait for the other part of the 2nd Panzer. See, I had a vanguard basically moving up here, and I had to wait for the others to show up, especially my artillery that was all the way back here, because they were working with hitting units all over here. It was really difficult here, and just trying to clean this one, holding this supply line like this, also through Clairvaux, and that took some time. They had reinforced that also with like 4 units. It was really difficult, but eventually I was holding this one up one by one. They cut this one here, and they sat down on this supply line. It was really difficult, but finally I got to clean that one out, and I was able to roll into Bastogne and take it. And once I took it, they fled like red rats basically, and I could pick them up one by one basically. So it was really nice. Going through Konstum, I did that quite fast. I really just pushed everything as I've done through all the fronts basically. This one went fairly well, I'd say. Using 5th Fallschirmjäger, I had one of the regiments going down to the Kirchenettlebrück together with the old 18 Volksgrenadiers and so on, and that went fairly well. It took some time. They had lots of reinforcements, panzers, tank units and so on. It was difficult, so it was a tough time but step by step I was able to take Merchive. I was very, very happy. I took Ardennes really the first turn, which was nice, coming up through here. Once I took that, I cleaned this one up here with the 212s, and that was really difficult because you have very limited resources, very limited here. And I was able to, with careful planning, and you never know where are they, so I went around here and so on. You risk of getting attacked here. I could see that they had some artillery units here and some other units, tank units. So yeah, it was difficult. Sometimes they went up, sometimes they went away, and so on. But step by step, I was able to take Altrier and finally Junglinster. That was really my divisional objective. But we did not stop there. So we moved these guys to Mersch, while these guys are the 18 Volksgrenadiers and the others coming down here, and we met down here. And then once we had done that, we had cleared up a lot of units here. Yeah, it was tough in Beaufort, I remember, because they had these task force units around here that was at strength 99 that I had not seen before. Extremely strong, and that was really difficult. So I just had to sit down across, like on these ridges here in like really strong positions of defense, and then try to use Werfers basically here, Nebelwerfers, trying to pelt them basically, and it was really difficult. But step by step, and they started to retreat. I tried to attack them, they retreated, I attacked them, and so on. So once we took Mersch, I think it was quite easy and just going towards Arlon. But taking Arlon, I ran with units over here as fast as I could, and I was able to take Arlon and this one here. Once I did that, I was able to deploy 11th Panzer in here basically, and that helped a lot also, being able to or was it in here? Maybe it was over here, but I would, and yeah, probably, and then I drove that one over into Arlon, I think. But it was really successful in that sense, and then I enveloped this whole thing here. It was tough with the Merzig and the this valley down here. The Wolfschirmjägers, except for the regiment I went down here with, I think I used like basically 13th and 14th regiments going this direction, and 15th down here or something similar. I moved quite fast in here, and I was able to take Martelange quite fast, and that was such a success really. That's where that was like a dream to go for really. Once I took Martelange, that was like extremely successful, and then I was thinking about like, when are they coming? When are they coming? I was expecting the 4th armored coming through up here, you know, any time, but I was able to take Arlon before, and yeah, we were able to move things along here, so it was nice. So taking Bastogne after I've taken Martelange was really, really nice, and then I just pushed units down further southwest. So the thought was to try and hold Martelange, maybe if it was possible try and hold something in here. The best thing I could hope for is hold this one, hold the Gliese maybe, or maybe Wittmore or something like that, or maybe somewhere around here at least. But I was able to take this one position here, and then they started showing up really. I was able to take this one also, so holding that point, and that point was quite nice. But then they started moving in this direction, so I was able to take this one and even sit down there with the unit, and that was quite nice. I wasn't able to take Gliese, but I was able to take Neufchâteau also, which I think drew them back over here. So that also made them, I was, you know, this was their only lifeline basic when it comes to supply, or this one was actually. So they had these ones. So it was difficult for them to survive down here also, and that was something that really helped me a lot, of course. Of course they had, yeah, so that's it. I also took Libramont here very fast, so I moved the 22nd over here, but that's like 1 or 2 units sitting down here basically, taking that also. And once the armored units showed up here, lots of cavalry, I was almost gone. I was surrounded and so on, and I was just hoping that I could go for the 11th Panzer up here, and that took some time because we were really fighting a lot around here, and it felt like I didn't have enough units, but finally I could cross across this one and then go up to L'Église and then Neufchâteau and Les Bramants. At the same time, when I was fighting my way through here, they got even more reserves over here, and then they started moving over here, across here, and that made me have to hurry with some 11th Panzers across here just to make sure that they wouldn't enter Cibray and Bastogne. So it was difficult really to try and stop them, but I managed to do that. Yeah, that was something. And I was also even able to move one unit into Massin and stay there for some time. Even Saint-Hubert was nice to stand there, but then they had reinforcements coming in here strongly, and Saint-Hubert holding that one was just a dream, really, because going through Bastogne up here, that's where I wanted to go with the 2nd Panzer Division and the Panzerlehr Division, of course, and then I got 10 SS joining me as well, which I deployed, and also Panzer Grenadiers, the 3rd Panzer Grenadiers, joining 116th, basically, Tofalis, basically going up here, coming in down this road down here, and also having the Führer Brigade, Führer Grenadier Brigade also coming in here, helping out here. But yeah, that was something. And really, those getting the 2 SS, getting the 9 SS, getting the 10 SS, and then also the Führer Light Brigade in the beginning, or up in the northern sector, and also having the Führer Grenadier Brigade, and also the 3rd Panzer Brigade, or Panzer Grenadiers coming in was really, really helpful in the long run, really. So it was a strategic sound choice. And also really the 11th Panzer helping out in Ardennes, basically, and around here, getting some panzers. And the thing is that once you have moved quite far up west here, you can deploy them on the southeastern border. So I was able to deploy them not all the way into the east, but really far ahead here. So that was really nice. Same thing with the 79 Volksgrenadiers. But then, around that time, I was starting to run out of fuel. So it was really tough. I mean, it was fine in the north because we started entering Liège almost, and I was hoping. I was really running out of fuel, and Liège, I was just dreaming of this one, this strategic supply base. And once I got that one, I'm like, oh no. It's one of these that are locked, that only has a logistical plus 2%, 1,000. There's nothing in there. I was hoping that it would be the same thing as in Röttgen and I think maybe also in Eupen or something like that, where we could see something like, I can't remember, not 15,000, it was like 65,000 or something like that. That would have helped me tremendously, I felt. But no. So that was a big blow, which I felt. I knew that this was not going to, work out. It was going to be difficult. So I had to save my points for fuel cards, which I did, and that helped a little bit. And then on the 27th, which I guess I was somewhere around here, getting quite close, or maybe even crossing some of these crossings over here, that's when we started to feel the problem with fuel, basically. 560 Volksgrenadiers, 62nd and 18 Volksgrenadiers in the middle, belonging to the 5th Panzer Army. They really helped me a lot going through St. Vith, and then taking Vilsalm, and then just moving to Mannheim. And these are dirt roads mostly, so it's really difficult to traverse. So it's nice to have basically infantry moving up here. So, and then getting to Soy and Hoton. Yeah, I was afraid that they would never gonna be in the game and that they would only reach basically Vilsalm, and then I started dreaming of Manhai and so on. But really, they ended up all the way and even past their River Meuse. So as you can see here, see? So yeah, they did a good job, definitely. And the key has been using March mode, but being careful of not crossing the threshold of 50 when it comes to vigor, basically. And I've been careful with that. I did learn that a little bit during a campaign, basically. No, not campaign, a small scenario. So I noticed that was a problem. So, but I mean, I've been a beginner really when it comes to this game, understanding how this one works, and it's been a fun time exploring and understanding things. One thing that I felt that has been a bit curious, besides the AI, which I know that they're trying to fix and so on. So I do think Victor is doing a great job, and also David, fantastic job being two people making this game as wonderful as it is, really. I mean, it is the only thing I can think, one of the few things I can think of is 12SS does not have the same kind of cards. I mean, yeah, I know it differs at different ones, but let me see here if I can find, well, actually, maybe it's OB would be easiest. Let's have a look here, there, over there. So these guys, once you go for cards here, they don't have recon, for example. Is it called recon? Yeah, recon. They don't have recon. I don't know why that is. They just simply don't have recon, and they don't have tank drive either, which is a bit weird because they do have tanks, right? So it's a bit weird. I don't know if there's some historic thing behind that or not, but they simply don't. So that's a bit weird. Once you go to Piper, for example, they all have the same kind of thing here. 9SS, pretty much the same. There's a little bit of difference. Courage is in Piper, it's not in 9SS, for example. So they do have difference. He's got entrenchment, Piper does not have entrenchment, and so on. And that is totally fine. But I felt it was a bit curious, a bit weird when the 12SS that they did not have recon. You only have 4. I think you should have really 6, because I think everyone else has that. But there could be some things, or maybe that is a mistake. Here you see it's 5 actually only, but it's not a tank division, basically. That's what I'm trying to reach. Another thing which I felt was a bit strange is the first battalions of the Panzergrenadiers is a major problem. So if you go in here, let me have a look if we can find this guy here, over here, for example. Let's see here. Oops, sorry. So this guy over here, this is your first battalion. You usually have 2 or 3, usually 3 battalions perhaps, of Panzergrenadiers. And they are they always have, when they are deployed, even from the beginning, it seems as if they have too little transports compared to, so they always risk compared to the 2nd and 3rd battalion, they always risk of having to walk, basically, which is a bit weird. Also, I noticed that the Heroes Group B, they had to walk from the beginning, which was a bit weird. I've given them some transports finally, but they're in the middle of nowhere and they can't really move because they're walking. So that was a bit weird, I felt. But sure, I mean, they could have been that they did not have from the beginning. I don't know. I don't know the history that well, but I think it was weird that, at least when it comes to the 1st battalion, and I mean the 1st battalion of 1st SS, of 9SS, of Piper, the 3rd Panzergrenadiers, everyone that has a first battalion out of 3 when it comes to like Panzergrenadiers, they have a problem. They have too little transports, and it is always the first battalion that has problems. They usually have the better equipped soldiers. Like they have, though I think they have like these SS Panzergrenadiers, and the others have something like in Panzergrenadier infantry or something, SS infantry or something like that, lesser. But still, since they are reliant on, I think, the 251s as track transport compared to the Opals, Blitzes, they have too little of machines. And I don't know if that is correct historically, but that is the case in the game, which means that whenever you deploy something, you simply need to make sure that in the beginning, because they're going to start walking straight away, and that is a problem. So you need to give them some Opal blitzes in the beginning from the start, or even worse, you need to transfer over soldiers from the first battalion over to the second or third, because there's a huge difference when it comes to the third battalion, for example. I don't think we can see it actually right now, but yeah. And this is also another thing. It would be very nice if you were in here and if you could cycle through the first, second, and third just by double clicking or something like that. It says here, click to select, double click for selecting HQ. That doesn't work either. I mean, this does once you double click it there, but not here. I don't know if that is supposed to be there even, but here I would like to see double click cycle through the first, second, and third battalion and so on. Even if there are 2, you'd cycle through both of them. It would be so much easier to find them. I mean, except for that, this is a stellar game. The AI is a major problem. Yes, they're going to fix that one, and the AI does make really weird choices when it comes to selecting, at least is in this version, which I'm playing, the 106, and in choosing and selecting and holding like choke points, strong points, really, they simply leave those. Even victory points, cities and so on, they just simply leave it or move back and forth, and that is a problem, of course. With that said, to balance things up, the designers have chosen to give a lot more movement points to the AI, which does balance things up a little bit, but that also skews things, like they can jump over rivers basically very easily. And I was in one case when they had blown one bridge basically, and they had a tank unit that was on the other side, and then since they have so much movement points, they just jumped the river basically. So yeah, it's a little bit of a problem, but it is what it is. And the way I've handled everything is that this is war. Communication is weird. You don't know where the enemy is, so I've abstracted things basically. Maybe they got some really conflicting orders or something. Leave it, go, leave it, whatever. And it's difficult. So, but nicely balanced. I really like the balance with the fuel. One of the best games I've seen handle the fuel in this sense. I love the thing that the fog of war. I love it. It's so nice to not play a board game, a war game, where you see all the units, even if you have stacks and so on, not knowing where the enemy is, just discovering things. Wow, it's a beauty. It's really a nice thing. So the graphics, I like them. They're functional. They're even beautiful. Except for perhaps the strategic map that looks like shit really, but it is in its sense also, it's nice to have for sure, but it's very, very difficult not very difficult to read. But yeah, it's fairly difficult to read, really. So, but it works. It works. So yeah, a very, very nice game. And I'm looking forward to seeing the AI being improved upon. And also, it would be nice to see some of the things that I mentioned being fixed also and added to. I have also mentioned that it would, I know others have as well, it would be nice to have some kind of course, artillery view or something. And also some kind of tracker of what units have moved, or at least that you could sort through units basically which still have movement points left, so that you don't forget to move things, that kind of thing. But I mean, these are small things that would be nice, but there are a two-man crew basically working on this one, so I don't really have anything to I'll say bad about this one. It's really, really nice. So, I mean, this is like what is it, $30-40 that I paid basically, and I've had a fantastic time. I've played this game now for, is it, let's see here, it's 2 months straight, 2 months, this campaign, I believe, and I played maybe 2 weeks with some scenarios. And I don't know how many videos I've made. I think I'm up at around 150 for this campaign. And this is my first time recording, first time playthroughs with any kind of game. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. I like this one. It's been a fun ride, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed this one as much as I have. And I think watching each episode basically is very, very interesting to see what is happening and so on. So if you have the time, if you just, this is not your first one, going through things, just taking your time, picking up a cup of coffee, sitting down and enjoying, just listening and following it through, it's a nice thing to do. So this has been a work of something I'm proud of. It's something I'm hoping that other people enjoy. And so this is a labor of love, really, for all the wargamers out there. And I hope you enjoyed this as much as I have. So, yeah. I'll try and answer any kind of comments, any kind of questions you have also. And I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I really look forward to playing Wacht am Rhein, really, the Ardennes offensive, because it is a fantastic campaign, really, to play. So it's been really, really fun. So I'm not sure if I will be playing some other games. We'll see. Maybe when the DC5 shows up, we'll see if I'm gonna play that and record that. We'll see what happens. I like this system a lot, so it's definitely something I'd like to return to. Maybe also I could perhaps later on record some scenarios or something like that. That could definitely be something I could do. With that, I thank you with all my heart, and I again hope you had a great time. I certainly did have a great time playing this game and being able to share this experience with you guys. So thanks a lot, and I ended up with 464 points on the map occupied, and on top of that a bonus of 64 VPs for the casualty ratio, ending up at 528 VPs. That's pretty cool. And a kill ratio of 5.4, and again that looks stellar. 175,000 units still on the board, pretty much against 6,000. Pretty cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. Hope to see you in the future. take care out there and have fun. And remember, keep on board gaming. Bye.